You're listening to the Potaholics Comedy Network. Potaholics.com.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we going to have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips, I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know?
How do I even know when
Yeah,
you're
how
going
do
to push
you
the
know
button?
what's going on?
I don't know. You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great. Because you could see it, you know? You could still see it
We're
when I
just
was
so,
doing it. It's so
there's
large.
no fooling here. There's no tomfoolery going on today. Welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. I am Monica Nevi.
And I'm Mike Coletta.
And this is our podcast about positivity and love and science.
And the love of science.
The love of science. Welcome to the love of science. It's me, Mike Coletta.
So
We're
we
on a
could do-
new recorder today. Can we just acknowledge how fancy this is right now?
Yeah, sweet. New mics, new recorder.
New everything. We feel alive right now. I'm going to drink my delicious kiwi watermelon LaCroix.
And I have a blackberry cucumber.
I don't know if you know, but because we got this fancy new recorder, we are drinking fancier LaCroix flavors now, like ones that are combos.
Yeah, it just felt wrong.
We don't drink the single flavors anymore. Like, you know, we kind of see ourselves as above that a little bit. You
Yeah,
know? Like, what are we, poor
I feel
people?
like I'm out of the tangerine
you know?
league, you
Yeah,
know?
get out of here. We're combo flavors all day, all the way.
All right. Now that we've got a LaCroix update.
Mm-hmm. A LaCroix update.
LaCroix.
LaCroix.
Okay.
Monica, where are you going to be
Oh, God.
this
I
week?
forgot. Look at me. I don't even have my notes open. I was so distracted by the new recorder. This week, Thursday, November 16th, I will be at Batch 206 in Seattle doing a show with Kermit Apio, former podcast guest.
Oh, wonderful Kermit Apio.
Yep, and then the 18th, this Saturday, that is the premiere of my short documentary series, 80 for 80, that I've been working on all summer. It's at the Carco Theater in Renton. It's at 5:30 because there's going to be old people there, so we made it a little earlier. I'm excited. I'm super nervous. I'm actually very stressed out. But, you know, so you can get your tickets... Just monicanevi.com/80 for 80, all pushed together, 80 FOR 80. They're only $10, and then if you're over the age of 70, which I don't know if a lot of our listeners are, but maybe you have a friend, they're free over the age of 70. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, you'll get to see some behind the scenes stuff, a full episode, and then we're gonna do a Q&A. Manny Martin's going to host the whole event and kind of do some comedy too. And then me and Ruben and Maddie Downs are going to do a Q&A for everybody.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Buy tickets, please. I'm losing my mind.
Everyone buy tickets to go see 80 for 80 if you live in Seattle. I'm going to call Jackie and tell her to do it.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, Jackie, what are you doing Saturday? Oh, I know exactly what
Probably
you're doing.
listening to this. I hope so.
I am going to be on my website, ColettaComedy.com, and I'm going to add some
I
dates
forgot.
to
Wait,
it.
hold on. I have one more show.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then Sunday the 19th, I'm at Decibel Brewing in Bothell.
All them decibels.
In Bothell, Washington. Anyways, okay, that's good.
Bothell, Washington. Saturday, I have a Friendsgiving with some friends. You guys aren't invited to that. And then on, I think no, I don't know if that's even a thing. No, sorry. Well, too bad, everybody. If you wanted to see me live, I'm going to try to hit some mics this week. I really want to go. You know, just sometimes as a comedian, you got to hit the workout room. You got to really grind it out, you know?
You got to exercise those muscles.
Exercise those muscles. So I'm going to do that. But Monica.
Yep.
Do you want to tell some people about your Amazon banner?
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. So we don't have an Amazon banner currently for the Hug Life. So you can go to my website, monicanevi.com. And on the bio page at the top there's an Amazon banner. Click it. Takes you to Amazon. You buy whiteboard markers or an H6. Actually, that's where I got our new recorder. I got it on Amazon.
I like that.
Maybe some microphone head covers.
Microphone cover. These are from Amazon, actually.
LaCroix. You can get all those things.
You can get all that shit on Amazon. It's great. They also don't want you to say shit in the plug for Amazon, but it's all good. Also, you can rate and review and subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast directory site. Service
iTunes,
thing.
Google
iTunes.
Play.
We're on Google Play, Stitcher,
Stitcher.
You can use it on that if you have an Android one. Also, a lot of those aggregate, the other apps aggregate, so your favorite one, we're probably on it.
Oh, yeah. It just pulls it up.
Yeah, it just pulls it up. It's
Go
right there.
for it.
A lot of them pull from iTunes, I think.
Subscribe.
Yeah, do that. Also, I am extremely unprepared for the next segment, but hey, do you guys like our logo? You do?
Our new one.
Our new one?
Yeah.
Because it was designed by one of my personal favorite people in the entire world, Danny Dodge. That's right.
Yay.
And Danny does art, and you can actually get her art on her website. I think it's studiododge.com.
Yes,
I'm pulling up the...
Dodge.
Because usually a professional person would like pull this up beforehand. But I kind of was a little bit of space to get
But
at.
we
I just
like
wanted to
a
talk
relaxed feel
Real
here at the
relaxed
Hug Life.
feel.
You know, we wanted to feel like a
Mhm.
conversation, not a lecture.
Exactly. We want it to be chill. But I want to let you know, if you go to studiododge.com and you use our offer code HUGLIFE,
Yay.
you can get, I believe it's 15%.
Ooh, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, she does amazing stuff.
She does amazing stuff.
It's really impressive.
Mhm, it's really cool. She also designed, it's 15% off anything in the store with the coupon code HUGLIFE at checkout.
Do it.
And through December, she is doing a special on watercolor commissions right now, so you can get stuff through that. And if you want to check out her art, they'll do a little preview. Just go support her. You can go to @StudioDodge on Instagram and Facebook, or you can go to studiododge.com and find some more stuff.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
She's a very good artist.
Yeah, and
I
I've
really
been
like
using
her a lot.
her for our posters and whatnot, and I'm very happy with them.
We always mention it, but she did the manatee poster, which is one of my
She
favorite
did
images
the
in the entire
dugong poster.
world.
You know, we haven't talked about dugongs enough lately.
We
I feel
haven't.
like
Maybe next episode we do a dugong update.
you could just positive spin dugongs.
A dugong update.
I mean, it seems really easy, but yeah.
Dugong is
update.
just fun to say.
Yeah, oh, it is. It really is,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me feel okay. You know?
Okay, just
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I'm not feeling good, so it
Mhm.
makes me feel okay. Like
Makes
it,
you feel a little better.
it levels up. So if you were feeling okay, you would then feel good. Thinking
Mhm.
about dugongs. If you're feeling good, then you would feel great.
That's right.
Thinking about dugongs. I'm not feeling so good right now, so now I feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, dugongs.
Hey, dugongs, you're great.
Got any lexical embraces?
I do.
Okay.
I would like to lexically embrace Andrew Slater.
I knew you were gonna do that.
You knew I was going to do that because I lexically embrace everyone who puts me on their shows in Los Angeles,
Well,
California.
because I got mine. One is kind of like that.
It's like that. Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Well, Monica and I did a show last night at the Clubhouse, which is this offshoot of the Upright Citizens Brigade, and we did a show up top, and it was super fun. There was
The
an
Tree
improv
House.
troupe. It was the name of the venue, the actual theater we were in was the Tree
Yeah,
House.
so that's the treehouse room up there.
Oh, it's cool. We did our shows. It was like an improv troupe
Everybody
also on
was
the lineup.
it was such a fun audience,
It
like
was.
for being mostly comics and like just their friends or whatever,
Mhm.
and an improv troupe. I that's the one really good thing about improv. Like if you're on a show with them, like they watch and they're like the most fun, active audience
And they're
ever.
super
like
supportive, and they were great. I loved their.
I really
their
liked.
set. I was
Yeah, I thought
actually
it was
felt
really
like
funny.
I felt like I was getting into it, and then they ended, and
I
I was
know,
like,
well,
oh
they kept-
man.
I don't know why. The scene when the kid was pretending to be their lost son was pretending to be the detective,
Yeah.
and she was like, "We found his body
Body
parts."
parts. Yeah, that
made
was
me
so
laugh
funny.
hard. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" And then one of the guys was like, "Which ones?"
It was really
Anyways,
good.
it was a really fun show. Andrew Slater. that's a
Andrew
good one.
Slater, check him. And also, he actually has an album recording in Boise in December.
Oh, really?
So if you live in Boise and you listen to this podcast, you should go watch his album recording at Liquid Laughs.
It's
I think
fantastic. It's a fun club too.
it's in one of the teen days, like the 15th or something
Oh.
like that.
Check it out, Andrew
always-
Slater. Just if
yeah.
you can probably just, and he was on the podcast before, so
Mhm, and he's
I'm sure
very
you
funny.
guys know. So funny.
We listened to part of his new hour on the show, and it
Oh
was
my
amazing.
gosh.
And he was crushing it in a room.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was
So,
great. Well, is that all you got?
That's my lexical embrace.
Okay, because mine was specific to the show last night. Heidi, who is Andrew's wife, she does improv, but there's this other guy, Anthony. I can't remember his last name.
Oh, the
They
warm-up
did,
guy.
yeah, they did this like it's kind of a sketch thing, I guess, or like they worked on it before. It's improv, but like they've done it before, where they're like, we don't do stand up, we just do warm up, and it was so fucking funny. Like
it was so
I
aggressively
had such a bad
hardcore.
day, and I was almost like gonna pee. I was laughing so hard. He was so aggressive, and just like they did it, like let's go into the audience thing, and they're like asking people questions, and if you said anything, because he was like, "Where are you from?" and that guy was like, "Richmond." He's like, "Woo, Richmond, yeah!" and then you just throw candy into the audience.
Yeah, he had like a big bag
It
full
was
of Reese's
so
in his
fucking
pocket.
funny. It was really funny. So I wanted to lexically embrace them. Heidi and Anthony, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It was really funny. And I want, this is a rare moment, but I want lexical embraces. I'm not feeling good right now, you guys. I would like it if you sent me like a tweet or something. Just said, "You're great," or something. I need something.
I'm trying. It's not enough. It's just me.
He's doing a great job.
It's just me. I'm trying really hard to.
I appreciate you guys, and I felt like maybe it wouldn't be that crazy to ask for a lexical embrace.
You know what?
Of my
I
own.
feel like we just give. You know?
Yeah.
We're just full of good.
I feel like we're always giving.
I suddenly just turn this around and become a dick. We give you guys so much free content.
You're so inconsiderate.
Everyone give Monica stuff.
I mean, you can lexically embrace Mike as well.
No,
I'm
you don't
just
have
having
to
a
though.
harder
You
time.
can, it's more important to give it to Monica. Right
Yeah.
now. Mm-hmm. I don't need shit.
But thank you.
Unless you guys want to
appreciate
send me like bacon or something, like male
it.
bacon.
Yeah, just send me a nice note. And
Male bacon. It sounds like it's bacon, but
It's-
only from a dude pig.
Right, yeah.
That's
Dude
weird.
pigs. A dude pigs.
And that's what most comedians are.
Hey, topical.
Monica, do you want to intro the next segment that is
Ooh,
my key
yes.
segment? And I'm really excited about the story.
Are you? Okay. Hey, guys. Good news.
Very good.
Thank you.
Burrito Brigade serves 100,000th burrito to someone in need. This is a volunteer group in Eugene, Oregon that gives burritos to homeless people, and they've been doing it for years.
The Burrito Brigade?
And they just marked on
that's the
Sunday
coolest thing ever.
afternoon their 100,000th burrito to someone. It's a great idea.
That's so fun. So,
it's so
are they
fun.
making the burritos
They
themselves?
make
or
the
are they
burritos.
getting them
I
from
think
a
they
place?
make the burritos themselves, and then what they do is I think it's cheaper that way too. To
I'm
make
sure,
them,
yeah.
and they can pick something that's more nutritional, than just going to Chipotle and getting a ton of
yeah,
burritos.
and then you could probably do
Plus,
some different
homeless
options.
people don't need diarrhea, and boom, roasted Chipotle. But what they do is they do it only on the weekends, because this is really interesting. I didn't even think about this. Some homeless shelters close on the weekends.
Really?
So the people don't have anywhere to get food, or
I'm sure it's not easy to staff homeless shelters, but yeah.
So they primarily focus on Saturdays and Sundays, and they go around
That's
town and they give
great.
homeless people burritos, so they stay fed. And it's the Burrito Brigade, which
That's
is an
so
amazing.
fun.
I'm gonna write an article about this on Potaholics for tomorrow, and I'm
Yeah.
super excited because I
Love
saw
burritos.
this and I love burritos and I love the idea of I feel like helping homeless people by actually doing something like this is a great thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's great.
And it's a brigade of burritos.
That's awesome. I just am so sad. I never thought of that name myself.
I mean, we can just call ourselves the Burrito Brigade. It's not trademarked as far as I
What
know.
about the Wing Wang Twins? We can't.
Oh, we can still do that
Okay,
too.
we could do
The
our
Wing Wang Twins and the
aliases
Speedy
all over the place. The LaCroix.
You may know them as
Boys.
the LaCroix Boys, the Wing Wang Twins, Bad Girls,
The Bad Girls. Yep.
the Bad Girls, the Burrito Brigade,
Yeah.
Dugong Power,
Dugong Power.
Dugong Dudes,
Dugong Disciples.
Dudes Gong,
The Dudes
the
Gongs.
Dudes Gongs.
Okay. Well,
This is
that's
good.
a wonderful story, Mike. What is that?
Thank you. That was it. Oh,
okay.
actually, I got one more. Can I do one more?
Oh, yeah, please
I
do.
have one more in there. I thought that I just kind of led with something really strong. But
That's
an
okay.
11-year-old boy is walking across the USA right now to raise awareness for type 1 diabetes.
Who the hell are his parents?
And that's okay.
kidding.
It's gonna get great.
Okay.
It's called Noah. What's it? It's a Noah's something. Why isn't it just right on the front of the thing? Noah's March Foundation. And what
Noah's
it is,
March. Is that a play on Noah's Ark?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
like it.
And he started in Key West, Florida, and he's ending in Blaine, Washington.
That's literally like all the way across.
Mhm.
Wow.
And he is
Just walking?
um
Does he have school?
so this is
Sorry, I don't know why the logistics
it's
are
okay.
bothering
No,
me.
no,
but-
this was a big question for the Reddit users that I
okay.
found this fair.
Yeah.
So he ends in Blaine, Washington on December 9th. So right now he's in Skamania, Washington. And they're going west on the Route 14 to Washougal. That's where they're at this week.
Mm.
But he is homeschooled
Okay.
with his parents.
They live in an RV.
They live like in a van, and they're supporting him. And
Okay.
their mother goes right along with him. And I think his dad walks with him too. I don't think it's just him walking alone. And I think his mom, they have like a support van or whatever, and then they feed him and everything. But I was super into this story.
He's
And
just
then
walking
the
next to this
homeschooling thing
RV?
showed up. And I
Yeah.
always get nervous about kids being homeschooled, you know?
Well, he's not really homeschooled. He's
Road school.
Road schooled. Road school.
This is when people stop being polite and start being roads.
Start walking.
With the road school. But yeah, I thought this was a cool story. And I didn't know that, and this is going to sound really naive, but I didn't know that type 1 diabetes, that's the one you're born with. I didn't know people are actively finding a cure for it. I thought it was just a condition that you have and you just have to live with it.
Because it seems, like a lot of people can like manage it, even though it's a lot of work, but it does always seem like people can manage it more, I guess, than some other.
But this is exciting to me because now there's a whole idea of people going, and it's raising awareness. It helped me because I didn't even know that. So this is good.
Absolutely. Well, and I like any of this stuff. I know sometimes you get extreme or like, there's some story you hear or whatever, but no matter what, it's still like bringing awareness to this thing.
And so the Noah's,
like our podcast does.
That's right. The Noah's March Foundation. Check that out if you're into that kind of thing, or check out the Burrito Brigade. Help
Hell
those
yeah,
people out.
Burrito Brigade.
I mean, I don't want to say which one I like the name of more, but I think it's pretty obvious.
I think they've had fun with the names today. That's good. All right.
But that's it. You want to close it out?
Hey guys, that was good news.
Excellent work.
Thank you so much.
So good. Do we need to positive spin today right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this positive spin topic.
Pew, pew.
The positive spin topic for today, if you didn't hear those fireworks that just went off, the
Those
firework
fireworks?
sound effects, those were not actual fireworks.
Pew, pew. I feel like it's more of a laser,
That was
but
Monica shooting a laser into the air. She
out
has
of
a
my
gun.
mouth.
She has a laser gun that she
Pew.
put in her mouth and
Pew.
she shoots it out.
Pew, pew.
That's right. It's like Pac-Man up in this bitch. But anyway, it is.
Oh, just the ghosts of my past. Oh, God.
And you're a giant yellow ball that eats them?
Yeah. And shoves them down.
It shoves them deep
Just
down.
suppresses those
And
ghosts.
occasionally you'll eat a strawberry or a cherry or something like that.
Yeah, because it's about as much as I've been eating.
I can dig it. And I need to eat more. I can dig it. Spam emails.
Yes.
That is the topic
Sorry,
today.
I forgot we started.
Spam emails is what we're positive spinning today.
Yes.
And can I start?
Please do.
I will say that for me, the fun part about spam emails is you do get them and it's annoying, but just read them. And they're fun to read. Like, look how stupid they are.
I realize that like Groupon technically would be a spam email, but I look at like the Groupon getaways every day. I'm just trying to escape, and I look at the same ones all the time.
Are we calling spam emails? Let's clarify here. A list of you're subscribed to because you bought something already? Do you consider that spam? Well, I was thinking more along the lines of things that jump up in your spam inbox.
Oh, I see.
That are
okay.
like real bad.
Yeah.
But I think we should include that on the subscribe
I
list
think
too.
that like is the same. It is annoying like that.
It is,
and you're gonna unsubscribe
and it's
from
and
those
it
things
technically
as well?
can be unwanted.
Yes, that's true. Or sometimes that happens when you like log into the internet at some place, and then they like get your email that way, and you have to subscribe. Like you don't even realize you subscribed, so then it is pretty spammy because you're like, what the hell? I don't need to know what this coffee shop in New York is doing because I was there one time.
That's true.
Personal experience, obviously.
You heard that, coffee shop in New York.
I do
We're coming for you.
think in that realm of it, at least, it is sometimes a good marketing tool for
I got stuck on the cord.
like for comedy or something like that. Like if you do have access to an email list, it is pretty. You guys can sign up for my email list.
Everyone should sign up for Monica's email list on our website.
For real though.
Do it.
It's really not annoying. I send out an email like once every 2 months.
Just telling you where she's going to be.
And what's going on with the projects or the podcast or whatever.
But yeah, I think sometimes I do see those ones I'm subscribed to, and I actually do find a deal that's like enticing.
Right, yeah.
Or I'll find out a story or something. I'll find out something that came out that I didn't know came out. I'm like,
right.
This is exciting.
Well, and if we're talking about the spam folder, like how else are you going to know something's wrong with your dick?
Exactly.
You're getting information that maybe you don't click on it, but you're like, hey, what's up with my dick? And you look up some actual information.
Based on that spam email folder, my dick is broken, apparently.
Right.
And I had no idea.
Well, probably all your dicks are broken. That's what I would
All my
think.
dicks?
All of your dicks.
How many dicks do I have?
I
am one, and I have one. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you got the whole have to have sex with everyone heroin
That's
thing
true.
going on. So I
That
figured
is
you had
true.
like a rotating
collection of dicks.
of dicks.
That's
right.
very true. This running joke.
Yes. I meant like all of the penises anywhere.
All over the world?
Yeah, like they're probably most of them got something weird going
all
on.
over the world.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So there, you might spark some interest at least to look into some other information about yourself.
I'm going to say right now that you just made a really weird image go in my head of them singing like "We Are the World, We Are the Children," but it's
penises?
about dicks and it's all these stars singing about it. That's fun.
That's fun.
No, I do think that. Well, also, and this is just a weird hobby of mine, but I love reading the ones that are apparently from like princes that are asking money of you because they're just so bad.
Yeah. Well, okay. So this made me realize it when I was looking up stuff for the top 5, but my website gets the craziest spam comments because it's a bot and shit's always spelled wrong or like really confused.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one like cam girl type of thing that was like, I don't know. It just didn't make sense. It said something like, "I need your dick so I can fuck myself." Like it was just you're like, wait a second, what is happening? Who's got I'm confused.
That seems like very predatory. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna
I don't
cut
know,
your
but-
dongle off.
Yeah, probably.
It's terrifying.
And then you'll need one of those other spam emails to figure out how to get a new dick.
That's super scary.
Yeah, but those are always like most of them are for sunglasses or whatever. But but they're always interesting and really funny to read. Like you pick out the ones that are really weird. You're like, oh, I picked that out. I don't read them obviously most of the time, but very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to the list
Okay.
of ones that you get, those ones I feel like, so I'm going off, I'm going to do a little comedy businessy with you. Okay.
Ooh.
This is why they're important, is the main one that I get is the same company that prints my magnets.
Oh, yeah.
And they send me one once a week. And while they are doing that and it's annoying, they are really good coupons usually.
Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree.
It's like sometimes
It's
you
Vistaprint.
actually will benefit from spam email. And you can be like, well, that's just what they want you to do. I'm like, but you don't have to respond to you'd be falling for it if you fell for every one.
Right.
But I am just continuing to have it and I delete them because one week I'm going to be like, I need to buy new magnets. And then I'm going to have a 50% off coupon.
Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree. Or, any of those things. If you get magnets and then they're like, well, how about, do you need business cards? And then you're like, oh yeah, I do need business cards. Discount there too,
It's true.
And it's, those are ones that I don't delete and like blindly delete, I kind of like see what it's about before I delete it. I do that with Groupon too, just because deals, you guys, deals.
Monica's all about deals.
Pew.
And laser guns. You can get those on Amazon. I also enjoy that there's a whole segment of internet humor based on people responding to spam emails. That's one of my favorite things. It's like, because it's like they send you a spam email and then if you respond, a real person picks it up usually and starts talking to you.
Yeah.
Usually to try to scam you out of money.
Right.
But I love going and watching these rabbit holes of people that know what they're doing and just messing with them to the point where the person being the spam email gets very angry.
That's
and that
hilarious.
makes me happy.
Well, and then maybe you're lonely. Respond to a spam email.
Yeah, that's
And
a
you get
great
somebody to
twist
talk
on
to.
it.
Also, I feel like there's a lot of scenarios where, if you tweet a company for long enough or email them for long enough, they'll give you something free or like a discount or So it could be, because I feel like not that many people are actually looking into the spam emails, looking into responding to them. So if you're one of the few that are responding, maybe they're like, I appreciate you actually responding to me.
Yeah.
Here's a deal for you.
Oh, yeah. You could just get in on that. I like
think
that.
deals is really the main thing. And what's wrong with your dick.
We here at the Hug Life Podcast love deals and love dealing with problems involving our
That's why
genitals.
you can use the code HUGLIFE at Dodge. What is it? StudioDodge.com.
That's right.
That's
and
a
then you
deal
can
for
get
you.
yourself a deal.
Yes.
Very good. Way to bring that back
Thank
together,
you
Monica.
so much.
You're so good at this.
I'm trying to think of what other things you get spammed. What about like political stuff?
I do think so. Okay, we all have our own bias. This is gonna be a stretch, okay, but just bear with me. We all have our own bias, and sometimes it's good to look at the stuff from either side to realize either how ridiculous you're being with what you agree with, or how ridiculous you're being with what you disagree with.
Right, or just I think it's important to kind of
Center
still
yourself.
be aware of what the other side is thinking. You know what I mean, or what is going on. So that could help that way too. Just being aware of what the other people are thinking. You got to be, there's two sides to every road school.
I like that. Road school.
Oh my God.
Can we go on a little sidetrack right now?
Sure.
How would you think your life would be different if you were homeschooled?
It's a really good question, actually.
There was a girl.
What if I was road schooled?
Road schooled or homeschooled? Let's go homeschooled first, because that was the original question. And road schooled, I feel like, is an entirely different answer.
I would say I think just the social aspect of it is where you don't get the same experience, as going to school with other kids. But also it's really dependent on your parents, because they're the ones that are teaching you, and my parents are pretty cool, so I think I'd be okay.
Pam and Ron are pretty rad.
Right, but both of them are pretty cool because of the way they were socialized in a way, like, and I honestly think like their experience in school and their families. So to all of a sudden bring the lineage out of that and be like, except for this one, she's not going to school. Yeah, that'd probably be.
That'd be weird.
My grandfather was a public educator, and so we've always been a big support system for the public education.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because I don't really see that happening. But I also think, like,
are people homeschooled and then they end up going to high school?
I think that happens a lot, actually. But, well, because, like, you have to teach them. Like, I couldn't homeschool a kid. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Ever. Maybe because I went to public school. But still, it's, like, that seems really hard. Because even if you, like, did well in school, it's going back so far to be like, oh, okay, I got to teach this kid algebra now, geometry. Miss Tate hated me.
Miss
Well,
Tate?
no, she was really mean. Anyways, but I just was never really
She
that
hated
good
everyone,
at
that
math.
Miss Tate.
Yeah.
You hear me, Miss Tate? I'm calling you out.
She was married to one of the janitors.
So she's Mrs. Tate.
She was Dr. Tate, I think, actually.
They call me Dr. Tate. Dr. Tate, the least tasty soda in the Dr. Pepper, Dr. Thunder
Dr.
debate.
Tate. Dr. Tato.
Dr. Tate sounds too much like Dr. Taint. Not good.
Ew.
I think so. There was
Bringing it back to Dicks.
my babysitter. I'm always bringing it back to Dicks. My babysitter. That's gonna be taken out of context later. My babysitter in Eagle River was homeschooled, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the whole world. And I remember fondly asking Jackie if I could be homeschooled.
I thought you said fondly asking. Fondly, sorry. Fondly asking
being like, please, Mom, will you please let me be homeschooled?
I did.
And
We
then
had
she
some
was
homeschooled kids.
She was like, well, that means I'd have to fucking be here. You know what I mean? I'd be obnoxious.
Around you all the time.
Yeah, and I was annoying as shit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not even sure, I know.
We've heard. There's a Momcast.
Momcast.
Fuck. Oh, I do remember being jealous of that. Of being like, they don't have to go to school?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell? And then they were like, no, they're still, like, learning stuff. And I was like...
What's weird to me is I think if you homeschool someone, you have to get curriculum for them from someone. So you have to go buy.
I'm sure they still have to meet some type of standard to prove that they passed. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole network for this, but also I knew a few kids who were homeschooled, but then still able to participate in extracurricular activities at the school near them. So you could still play a sport or whatever, even though you didn't go to the school.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important. I think if you did that, you might not be as
some
weird.
Sort of social aspect.
Yeah. I really think the social thing is the biggest.
Do you realize we ended up kind of positive spinning homeschooling at the same time, which I'm fine with. I'm totally fine with, but
now road school. How would that?
Road school. Okay, this is what I think of in road school.
Good quads.
Road school. You got to learn best bathrooms to poop in on the road. That's class 1.
Right. Yes. Class number 1.
How to change a flat tire / change your oil. Because you're driving.
Yes.
If it's road school.
Okay.
3, how to dodge those police. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How to run from the police.
Best gas station snacks.
Best gas station snacks. Road school.
That won't make you sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Talking about some mystery pepperoni.
Games to play in the car.
The license plate thing? Where you do the states or whatever?
Could do that one. There's a lot of games to play in the car.
Roadkill bingo?
Roadkill bingo.
I had possum. Checking that down.
How to be quiet with people. I think that's a really important thing.
We are very good at that, I feel like.
Well, yeah, no, we've been around each other long enough, but I don't think it's
long periods of silence.
I think it depends on the person, but it's important to not have to like talk all the time. I don't think that's necessary, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just hang out, just enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, you're just there silently. It's great.
Yeah, or, you know, sometimes if you're in the car with someone for that long, there's no real way to get away from them, but you need a little self-reflection time or whatever.
Yeah.
So just quietly stare out the windows.
I like that.
You know?
Road school.
Road school.
I think we should start road school.
We could do that.
Also, the cool thing about road school would be you are traveling, so you'd see a bunch of different stuff.
You would see a lot of different
like,
stuff.
You would like learn. We're gonna learn about the ocean by going to the ocean.
Right.
It's like every class is a
Great
field
Lakes.
trip.
I saw Lake Michigan for the first time.
What did it look like? An ocean?
Huge. Yeah, it looks like an ocean.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but
Did you cry a little bit?
it was like
a single
if
tear?
an ocean was in the woods.
Interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience. We also stopped and parked because we were both falling asleep, like in this park area right next to it, and the sun was rising eventually, obviously, and woke us both up on Lake Michigan. It was really cool.
That is cool.
It's a cool experience. So if you're not in road school, you never get to experience something
That's
like
right.
that. You never get to go to a diner in the middle of the day where
experiences.
everyone is 70.
Dude, we're just trying to. I think we just found something with road school.
I think so too.
This was a good day.
Let's do it.
We crushed it.
If you guys want to enroll, huglifepodcast@gmail.com.
Talk about road school.
Talk about road school.
Would you like to do the top 5 turnaround?
Yes. We're back to
Top
spam
5
or
turnaround.
emails, I guess. So this, okay, here we go.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I got
we're
to
at the
try
right-
to remember these. I have it on
Right
my
time
phone,
for
actually.
it, huh? Oh, yeah, we're at the great time for it.
We're at the great time.
Welcome to Great Time University Road School.
Great-
How you living?
Great time for turning around, bitch.
Yes, Monica, you looking for the
Well,
top 5?
Yeah, I got distracted by the Spurs game. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, I know you're a big fan. Can we get a Spurs update with how your Spurs are doing?
Yeah, here, hold on.
Yeah.
Currently, they are beating Dallas by 5, but they're like 8-5 right now.
Ooh,
so
that's
we're doing
good.
okay. We still got a lot of injuries going on. Kawhi's still hurt, that kind of thing.
That was your
So-
Spurs update from
Spurs
Monica
update.
Nevi.
Yep. Okay, here we go. So this is what we're going to do. This is the 5 worst chain emails from 2004.
Oh, I remember chain. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't email us back, you're gonna die.
Exactly, because I was like looking for the
Mhm.
worst spam ones, but then they were like the company that spams you the most, and I was like, that seems boring. So this is the worst chain emails, and you're gonna have to tell us why you would want to forward this, like why it would be a good idea for you to forward this one. And let's leave like superstition aside, just because all of them say like if you don't do this, you're gonna die.
So why I would want to push this forward?
Yeah, and you're sending it to people. Like imagine
That I love?
Yeah, it'd be like the 10 people that are closest to you. You're sending this to. Okay, so Squirrel Friend,
Mom and Dad,
Captain Jack, all those people. You know what I mean?
you.
Me, yes. So choose carefully. All right, number 1, and this is my favorite when they do like the.
Oh, they
like
make
all
it
the-
look like
well,
a weed leaf.
Yes, this one's called Puff Puff and Pass. Okay, it looks like a weed leaf on here. It said you just got past the blunt. Pass this blunt to at least 4 of your friends. And keep the green in rotation. Don't be greedy with that shit.
I want to let people know that I'm really cool, and marijuana is cool.
You're 420 friendly.
Hey, everyone! I want to let you know that you've been lied to your whole lives. Marijuana, pretty cool.
God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. Okay, so
I'll be like, "Yo, Jackie, here's this blunt.
hey, girl,
Hey, Mom, here's this blunt."
puff puff pass. Don't be.
You know Jackie would pass it. She's cool like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
she's
sure.
not a narc.
She's not a narc.
This is
Dude,
fun.
Your mom's a narc.
This is so. Don't be such a fucking narc, bro. I'm talking to my mom. That'd be horrible.
Okay, so you look cool.
You
You're-
look cool when you pass marijuana in a circle. You feel cool and you look cool and you are cool.
And this is probably the easiest way to not actually be cool and seem cool because
You're
you're
not actually
like, I'm
smoking.
down with weed even though you've never done it.
I didn't inhale. I
yeah,
just sent it.
This is
as an
2004.
email.
Probably didn't.
I put in my
Partake.
AOL disc.
Yes.
I had my 30 minutes on it and I used it to send this email. I love it.
That's great. Okay.
I'm really
That's a good
cool.
one. I think you did really good. Number
I'm really
2.
cool.
You get this email. It says, this morning when God opened a window to heaven, he saw me and he asked, my child, what is your greatest wish for today? And I responded, please take care of the person who's reading this message. And so they said, like, these are the people that you sent it to. There's more shit and their family and whatever. They deserve it. And okay, so somebody sent you this message that's like, when God asked me today what I want for the whole day, the most important thing, I was like, I want something good for the person who's reading this message.
I mean,
and then you got to send it to,
if you take,
you got to send it to 11 friends, and something good will happen to you at 11:11 this evening.
Dude, here's what I do. I send it out. Because even if you do or don't believe in God, the message is you want someone to be good, like feel good today. You want someone to have a good day.
I was thinking about you this morning. Really, is what that says,
if
right?
you take all the God stuff out of it, you're still just caring about one another. Is that so bad? Also, I like to think that God is just in his house opening windows all the time and looking at
just
people.
Knocking like,
being
hey.
like, sup, girl?
Sup, girl?
And I'll be like, I'm a boy.
What are you thinking
And he's
about
like, I'm God.
this morning?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I like
good.
that. So yeah, you're still taking care of peeps. You know what I mean?
Why can't I
Regardless.
find this one?
Plus,
oh, there it is.
I mean, what if he's gonna smite some fools? You don't want to let that happen.
Right, true. You gotta watch out for your circle.
If he's full of smite that day,
Smite.
full of piss and smite vinegar, just gonna throw shit out the window.
Yeah.
My picture is lightning bolts, but that's Zeus. But I don't know religion, so it's all good.
I don't either. All right, that's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think I nailed it.
Good.
When
Okay,
Zeus
number
opens
3.
the door.
Oh, sorry.
We're still just going on the Zeus tangent.
When Zeus knocks on your window,
When Zeus,
says,
he's
what do you
probably
want?
gonna try to have sex with you because that's what that God did. He sexed everybody
He
down.
sexed everybody?
As animals.
That's true. That's why they...
It's fucking weird.
That's why there's some mixed up characters.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Some
I don't know what
fawns
that
or
means.
something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Number 3, you've been hit by the beer truck. Yeah. Once you've been hit, you have to hit 12 alcoholics, including the person who sent this to you. So it's never going to end. And if you break the chain, you'll be cursed with 5 years of never being able to have a good time.
This sounds like a great way to have 12 interventions
That's great.
without having to have an intervention, because you're being like, I'm sending this to you because I think you're an alcoholic,
think you're an
Jerry,
alcoholic.
and I think you have a problem, and I think you need to see somebody, and this is this message I'm sending to you so you know that I know that you have a problem and I care about you.
This truck out of
beer.
symbols.
Mm-hmm. The beer truck's coming at you, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Go see someone.
That's good.
Go take care of yourself.
See someone before this truck hits you. Okay.
Or if the person isn't an alcoholic and you send it to them, then it's a reverse marijuana email where they think that where you tell them they're cool.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at this game so far, team.
Okay, here we go.
If you're in your car, just listen
Number
to this game.
4.
I'm crushing it.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
4. You've been hit. I don't know why everybody's being hit, but
why are you so violent?
you've been considered one of the 15 prettiest girls, I guess, ever. Once you've been hit, you have to hit 15 pretty girls. It sounds like you're hitting them.
Yeah, I was about to say.
If you get hit again, you'll know you're really pretty.
If you're a disgusting person.
If you break the chain, you'll have ugliness for 10 years. Like all our imitators. So hit pretty girls to let them know they're pretty.
I like this. This is validating people, letting them know that I think they're pretty.
That's
people want to know they're pretty.
It's kind of a game, you know what I mean? Like, hey girl, I think
if you're a total creep and you want to hit a girl but you can't, you should send these emails out. Because then you're hitting pretty girls without actually physically hitting them.
That's good. That's a way to
control your terrifying urges.
Control your rage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, hold on. Speaking of which.
But I think people should know they're pretty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
and that's important. That's the important thing to grab from it, not the really shitty domestic abuse joke I just made.
Who takes that long to figure out? They can make that
out of text?
Yeah,
Ooh, whoa.
it's crazy.
Is it God related? God loves hands.
Nope. Are you ready for this
Yeah,
one?
I'm ready
Number
for it.
5. You've been bitch slapped. You are officially my bitch. You are now playing the bitch slapping game. Rules. Repost this and get your own bitches before they're all taken up by me, and you can't slap me back. You can't slap me back. It's supposed to say you're my bitch, but it says I'm your bitch.
This would be the greatest chain email if you were in prison.
Ooh.
Because you wouldn't have to put your finger in anyone's pocket.
Do you get
and you would
emails
just
in prison?
I think so. I think there's a prison internal email like an office, right? I don't know how that works. But you could send these to people and they try to fight you on the prison grounds. You're like, yo, did you get my email? And they'll be like, no. And then they'll look at their email because everyone has a phone in prison.
That's true.
I assume like a BlackBerry because they give them old phones. And then they look.
I think you are.
And it's like, I'm your bitch. Like, you didn't know.
Yeah, avoiding violence here as well because, instead of beating them up or sexually assaulting someone, you just email them.
I just email them to let them know that they're my bitch now.
Yep.
And that's how I survived prison.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
And
got
then
it
you could have a
pretty
record
clean.
of that as well on your email because you'd be like, see, I sent you this email.
Yeah.
So now I know. Or if somebody's trying to take your bitch, then you show them the email that you already sent.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This is perfect.
That's good. I think that's really going to change the game.
It's going to change
Prison.
my prison game when I go to prison for something.
Mm-hmm.
Not even about if, it's about when.
Oh,
I'm a renegade.
that's scary. Probably the heroin sex thing, I would assume.
Yeah, it's either that or I'm going to...
Road school. Something's going wrong with the road
My road school has a problem with it.
becomes
It would be like white collar, like tax
drug.
evasion.
Oh, yeah.
It could be like a tax crime
That's true.
because I want to spend more money on chicken wings.
You'd be like the chicken wing bandit.
That's right. I'm going to steal your... I'm going to... Coming after you, B-dub-dub.
Girl.
Mm-hmm. I got it.
I think you did a wonderful job.
Thank you, Boo.
Yeah, we're going a little fast right now, but
We're going a little fast right now.
39.
We're at 39.
Yeah. But, whatever.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We go fast, but this is kind of like on time as I usually go.
Okay.
Because the quiz takes a little while, and the quiz today we're gonna kind of chat about a little bit.
Okay, well then perfect timing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because each time
What
as
is
we
the quiz today?
the quiz
Mike?
today is very exciting. This quiz is pick your favorite foods while drunk, and they'll tell us what we most value. Like what you value.
Did you?
Your heart's true desire.
Oh, I was like, are
Sorry,
you reading?
I
Okay.
was.
Pick the foods
I
you
had to
crave when
reload.
you're drunk, and we'll reveal your heart's true
Mhm.
desire.
I just kind of paraphrased it,
God.
I paraphrased a little bit there.
Yeah.
Do you think my paraphrasing was all right?
Yeah,
It wasn't
I think
accurate,
we, I think
but it
we
was
got
all
it.
right.
No, it was paraphrasing to
So
the to
pretty
the
much
T.
what's going on is there's these foods here,
Mhm.
and we just say yes or no. I'm going to say a food, and it's either hell yes or hell no are the answers on every single one.
Okay, so what? I'm trying to relate this to you being drunk. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people think they're more honest when they're drunk,
Mm-hmm.
but then I think there's a level of not making sense anymore.
Yeah, I
So-
think so. I think that's true. And for me, when I took this quiz as an example, I followed a very strict rule and guideline that I will explain to you as I go on. Because the question is, you're going to see these foods, and you're going to be like, yeah to everything, but that's not real. Really get into your
right.
mind.
And how drunk are we at this point?
I would say you're not going to throw up.
Okay.
You had a great night, and now you're going out somewhere, and
Okay.
you see these all. You go
It's
to
one of those things where you're like, I have to eat.
You have to eat. You go to
Okay.
a perfect restaurant where all these items are, and you can have as many of them as you want, or as little of them as you want.
Okay.
And it all is going to cost you $2.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Where are we? Jesus.
We're in the
Heaven?
promised land. We're in heaven. We're in Valhalla.
Promised land.
We're in Valhalla. That's what we're doing. So anyway, but are you ready, Monica?
Yes.
First one. Do you ever crave French fries when you're drunk? And my answer is obviously a fuck yeah. It's just like the go-to food for me.
I will say, we'll go back to one when I was drunk and eating more. You know what I mean? Like I would.
Because you haven't eaten it all today. Yeah.
Well, not that. We only need to go back a couple days for that. But I'm saying I was going out more, but also getting fast food. I was doing that a lot. I made a change where I stopped getting food if I was drunk, and I was drinking a lot more then. I don't drink as much now. So I feel like it's that person that's really going to
that's fine.
to answer these questions. Definitely a fry thing. I would always Jack in the Box. I did a lot.
There's one main restaurant I'm thinking of in all these answers, and I will tell you what it is.
Wait,
It's
why
a
did
Seattle staple,
Oh, never mind.
and it's do you want me to do it for you? I can take it on here if you want.
No, I don't know. It just looked like the wrong one lit up. But never
Yeah,
mind.
that's what happened to me.
Okay.
Because it's the one that's
Got it. It's the
actually
quiz.
stays the color is
Yeah.
lit up.
Yeah.
So I picked fries because they're my favorite thing already, and I am in love with them, and they're the best.
I think, and it's an easy it's at a lot of bars too. You know,
Mhm.
you don't have to go
If you
anywhere
get
half
drunk
the time.
and you're at a bar, they're just gonna be there.
And it's not. It's now if I'm drunk and I'm like I need something to eat, but I'm like I can just eat something at home. That's not really something you have at home. You can't make. You're not going to
You're
make
not gonna make
fries.
fries.
Seems
Did you-
dangerous.
Sidetrack, you ready?
Yep.
Did you eat fries out of the oven when you were a kid? Because I did. Oven fries were a very common occurrence in the Coletta household.
We didn't make them really.
In Eagle River.
Oh no. Well, we did. We had
And
the crinkle
Lakeland.
cut frozen ones.
That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about. The
hell
Ore-Ida.
yeah. I'm talking about we
Ore-Ida
didn't
bread.
make them, but we had those. We did have those a lot.
I
oh
love
hell
those.
yeah! And fish sticks.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a
That's
whole meal.
exactly it. I did that recently.
Really?
Before keto, I did fish sticks. Went to Costco. I got the pan bread. Remember that?
I remember when you had the fish
and
sticks.
then I had the fish sticks, and I did the fries in the same baking
Look
tray.
at that.
It's magical. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
All right.
Here's the next one.
Okay.
The next one is brownies. What about brownies? Now, I'm rethinking.
Okay.
Let me tell you my whole thought process. It's going to be the main drive behind this. When I get drunk, I crave mainly hot, salty, greasy foods.
Me too, but that's like all the time.
But there is one exception to the rule.
One exception.
And we're going to see that exception on this list later. And
Okay.
I will let you know what it is. But brownies, while I love them, and they're so good, maybe buzzed I eat a brownie, you know? Maybe, I feel like brownie is like with wine. Are you wine drunk? Get this brownie in you.
Yeah, that would make sense.
You
You
know
get
what
that
I mean?
chocolate in there.
But your boy doesn't get wine drunk anymore. He used to get the Franzia parties.
Whoa.
But not anymore.
Taking the bag out.
I'm out of the bag. I'm out of the space traveling. The wine bomb. I'm out of it. Yeah,
I wouldn't call that
I used to hit
wine,
it hard.
but
I used to the alcoholic grape juice I used to drink. So I'm a hard no on brownies.
I'm gonna say no just because I'm just not really a desserts
I
person.
feel like you and I
know?
might desire the same thing in the end of this.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you know what? It's a good experiment anyway.
We'll see. Okay.
Pizza?
I mean,
lol. And it says lol because everyone loves pizza.
Yeah, duh.
It's the quintessential hot, salty food. If I could get fries and pizza,
girl,
it's the best.
hell yeah.
I mean, it's so worth it. And now, Monica, can I ask you a question right now?
Sure.
You can't eat fries.
I cannot eat
You have
fries.
an allergy to potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever get to a point where they would be like, hey, no repercussions, but you're drunk? You would just eat fries, right? You would still just crush fries if you could.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's like one of my favorite foods ever. It sucks not being able to eat it. And the fact I had one the other day because we
How did that? Was
were
it
at
okay?
home and we figured it was fine. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I didn't get sick like right away.
You didn't, but you got
No.
sick later.
I can't really tell what it was from, but I
Okay.
wasn't. Yeah, I think I was just
You don't want to tell
stressed,
everyone about your
so.
digestive system on the podcast? So yeah, I'm a hard yes on pizza though.
Okay.
Candy bars, not for me.
No.
I've done it before. That's more like I think marijuana
Actually,
induced
I will
candy
say
bars.
I will say yes on this one because I have gone to gas stations or whatever late night and gotten like some chips or whatever, but also like I'll just get one candy bar. That's like the only place I ever get candy bars is a gas station. So if I'm drunk at a gas station, definitely getting a candy bar.
7-Eleven is getting your business.
It's the cookies and cream white chocolate Hershey one.
I've gotten that for you before. I've gone to Walmart and
Delish.
picked it up for you because you wanted it
you're
more.
the nicest.
I don't like candy bars, but if it was on this list, I would pick gummies in a heartbeat. I would, if I got drunk, I would smash peach rings. I would be all about peach rings.
Yeah.
Put them on my fingers, just eat them up like.
Peach rings, hell yes.
Just crush them.
Great.
Ever crave a burger when you're drunk? Again, this is like pizza for me, obviously, and this is what links into it. I'm thinking immediately of Dick's Drive-In. That's
great-
my entire basis behind this whole
I
quiz.
see. Yeah, that
is
makes
Dick's
sense.
Drive-In.
Yeah, I was a big like McDonald's or Jack in the Box or something that was still open. Like I would always make poor decisions there.
Dude, I would go to Dick's Drive-In and I would just smash this, and then the other thing on this list that's going to come up later.
Well, and I went to Seattle U and that one on Broadway you could walk to. I did go to IHOP a lot.
Dick's
too,
Deluxe, by the way, and people are going to be very upset with me about this. Very comparable to me with an In-N-Out Burger. I like them both equally.
Really?
I like them both equally.
I think they're so different. I like them, but I think they're so different
They're
as
very,
burgers.
I think Dick's Deluxe is definitely cheaper, thinner patty.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about it that's just special in my heart and will never leave. And that
It
is
is.
the arteries clogging. That's what's never going to leave my heart. And the bad cholesterol, as my doctor says.
Oh.
What about your yes on burgers, correct?
Yes, on burgers.
What about cookies?
I'm trying to think if these were available to me. Would I be excited about that? You know what I mean? Because I'm not really a sweets person, but cookies are like my favorite dessert now
They're
because
really good. Because you can't
they are
eat.
really good, but also I can't have ice cream. So now it's kind of my go-to. Like I really do like, and I'm thinking that if they were available, I would do it. You know, so I'm going to say yes on that one,
That's
just
good.
based on scenario. What did you say?
Me, again, it's like brownies. So
Yeah.
no.
No.
I mean, and I should take it with a grain of salt. If I was drunk,
Don't
all of
change.
these, I'm thinking preferably
right.
what I would
well,
want.
and you're saying we have the options of all of these things, so you don't,
Yeah.
you don't have
Tacos?
to. Well, hell yes.
Tacos.
I'll eat tacos anytime, anywhere.
I used to be a no, but now I'm a yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm a hard yes. I'm a hell yes even. We don't even need to discuss that, I think. I think tacos is pretty explanatory. Ice cream. This is the last piece of Dick's Drive-In is a shake.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I would crush a
I'm
shake.
going no on ice cream because that one would kill me. But I also have never, like when I'm drunk, nothing cold really sounds good. You know what I mean? Like I want something warm and salty.
I like the hot, the cold combo. Like I like Fry and Frosty.
Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying.
I want that sober, drunk, about to die,
I mean,
stranded
I've done
on an
that,
island.
but I've never been like, I'm craving fries and milkshake. Like I used to get milkshakes. The only time I would get milkshakes was after work when I worked at Sky High and I was really stressed out. So
where would you get your milkshake from?
McDonald's.
Of course.
I feel like it tasted different, you know?
It does. It's good.
But
chocolate, vanilla, strawberry? What would you
vanilla.
Get? Nice.
But that's like the only time. So I was never
medium,
drunk.
Large, what would you get?
Probably a medium, I would say. I don't really remember.
That's all my milkshake questions.
Smaller, medium. I got pulled over once after I got it.
I've gotten larges before.
So I was distracted.
I've gotten larges before, and it's a lot. It's like a lot
I
more.
bet.
It's a lot more than
it's not a liquid, you know.
It's really exciting in the beginning, and then it's way more than you want it to be in the end.
Exactly.
You know?
Yes.
It's like my love.
So sad.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet potato fries.
I don't really know how I feel about this one.
This has become the most divisive trendy food, I feel like.
Really?
People love or hate sweet potato fries. I am still in a love camp. I really like them. I enjoy them. I'm saying hell yes.
I'm just saying
drunk or sober.
Right. I do like them. I do. But if I'm in the situation where we also have French fries like we have, I'm thinking I'm just going French fries. I'm not going sweet potato fries. You know?
I see.
Because it's not.
I've been to bars that do a mix.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
I've seen that.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, that's good.
Big fan. Sandwiches. Sandwiches.
I've done some late night Jimmy John's.
Late night Jim John's?
Yeah.
I will say this.
I do love sandwiches.
I'm a big fan of sandwiches. I love sandwiches.
Big fan of sandwiches.
But I'm thinking of all the times I've been drunk, and I can't think of a time I've ever gotten a sandwich.
Really?
Because I think
I've definitely done it.
And I think if I got a sandwich, I'd want it to be a hot sandwich.
Oh, I see.
I would want it to be like a cheesesteak.
I would go to Subway if I was drunk.
Really?
Yeah. I'm saying yes on
You're
this.
saying yes? I'm torn. I'm like Natalie Imbruglia. I could see myself doing it. Lying naked on the floor, all out of faith. I'm going to say yes. Let's get real. I love
sandwich
sandwiches.
lying naked on the floor?
Yeah, with Natalie Imbruglia. It's only a fantasy of mine. Donuts.
No.
This is the sweet exception to the rule. I fucking will crush a donut anytime, anywhere.
I will say the thing about donuts is that sometimes those shops do open at like crazy times or are still open late, so it is kind of a drunk food.
All the donut shops in LA are 24 hours. They're all open all day, all night.
It's crazy.
Because they make their business on the crazy morning people at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Sure. So that does make sense. I haven't been to a donut shop since we've lived here.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay, you go for it.
I mean, I appreciate you supporting me, and I support you on your no.
Thanks.
Fried chicken. Is this like just like KFC?
Seems like it would get so messy because I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm saying no. I don't think, because okay, this is going to be, I love chicken wings. I love chicken wings. Not the biggest fan of fried chicken.
Really?
It's messy.
I love fried chicken.
It's just hard for me to eat.
I really do love fried chicken. It is messy, but
the
honestly,
dippable opportunities are not supposed to really there.
I would probably eat it. I would
go
probably
for it?
go for it, yeah. So I'm going to say yes on that one.
Do you dip fried chicken in anything? I've never dipped it in anything. Are you supposed to? I feel like you're not supposed to, right?
I've never really dipped it in anything, but sometimes I feel like I'll pull it apart and then maybe get some ranch on there, some barbecue sauce, but you're not like putting the whole thing in there.
I will say recently I was talking to someone about fried chicken and I was really craving it.
I think part of the fried chicken thing, like what's good, or like what you're proud of is the skin itself. So I think that's important to not put sauce on.
Excellent point, Monica.
Great. Thank you so much.
Cake.
I don't really like cake anyway.
I am a hard no on this one. Yeah, it takes a really special cake to excite me. Cupcakes, same thing as cake.
Good,
not
yeah.
really into it.
It's just a smaller version of what you just asked.
Yeah, it's just like a bite-sized version. That's a no. Potato chips are a fuck yes forever, always. If there's chips near me and I've had a couple cocktails, even a mocktail, I'll fucking.
Mocktail. Even if I'm fake drunk.
Even if I'm pretending to be drunk, I will orange crush it. Got a different one than I got before, by the way.
My weakness before, I mean, now I don't eat them as much because of the allergy, but if I'm drunk, that is the one thing that I will still eat now, even though there's a chance it's going to make me sick.
I love that about you.
Like that's
I love that you go for
how
it.
much I love it.
I appreciate how much you go for it when you're drunk and you know it's going to make you sick, because I do that with every food my entire life all the time.
It's great.
I'm not afraid of being sick.
That. All
I'm
right.
just like, maybe give me a bathroom for 45 minutes and I'll be fine, you know?
That's good.
A little time.
Do you want me to go first?
I can go first if you'd like.
I got money.
Ooh, that's what I first got.
Really?
That was the first one. I
Money,
got a different one this
money. Your heart desires the financial freedoms that come with huge wads of cash. With it, maybe you'd take that vacation you've always wanted, buy that dream home, or treat everyone you know and love to something special. That is actually really true. Not in like a greedy sense, but for those exact reasons.
The comfort of money.
Yeah.
That's what I feel too.
Yeah, the stability of it.
First time I get that.
And I really do like taking care of people, and that's like a big, God, it turns me on when I'm like, I got the chip.
You never tuck me in at night when I ask you to. You say you want to take care of people, but sometimes I just want to get tucked
financially.
in. You never throw money at me while I'm tucking me in at night. You never. You don't know
when you tuck me in and I just throw a 20 at you.
That sounds amazing.
I do have 20s all over my bed right now, but that's
what
I got paid in cash last week.
Oh, we'll have to get a $20 bill after this. You got, I got love. I got money initially. I changed some things up with this one because I realized the sweets are not a go for me.
Yeah. Love
and passion is what your heart desires. You're looking for your fairy tale, or maybe you found it. And there's nothing in this world like having someone to call yours. And it's a heart at a sunset.
Oh.
With a hand heart.
So cute.
I'm going to throw up. It's so cute.
Well, that's nice, I guess. Sorry.
I guess. I love it.
Just struggling.
I know.
Yeah.
Monica,
yes.
Do you have a charity?
Yes, I do.
Could you give me could you hit us with it real quick?
Yeah, I just really wanted to pick something that I liked this week. I know there's a lot of stuff going on and we've been trying to stay topical a little bit with it, but I just wanted to pick one for me, and it is the Women's Sports Foundation. And I picked it because it was under the celebrity ones, and there's a lot of like Billie Jean King's in it, and I know that movie just came out. So
yeah, Battle of Texas.
Layla Ali's in it, like a lot of Sheryl Crow. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, or like on the board basically and involved.
Soak up the sun.
Yeah, so Women's Sports Foundation, it basically they're creating just more access to sports for girls.
I love that.
Thank you. And it's just womensportsfoundation.org.
Perfect. I'm going to find it later.
Yeah.
I'll find that link. Give it to people. Bring it to the people.
Just print them out and hand them out.
Just like flyers.
That's what we're doing. That's great.
Monica, we're at 57 right now. We're actually, I knew that quiz would take a little while.
What a good age. 57.
Can we just preface again real quick how important it is for everyone to go see your 80 for 80 show in Seattle?
I would love to talk about that a little bit more.
I'm realizing I haven't really talked to you much about it. I just know it's like people over 70 years old or 80
yeah,
talking about their lives.
Interviews. So I sat down with, there's going to be 5 episodes. You only get to see a couple of them at the premiere, but each episode is a different subject, different person. And we kind of gear it towards what's interesting about them. One lady has 12 kids, so we talk a lot about kids. One is a couple that's been married for 60 years, so we talk a lot about relationships with them, whatever. But it's like, it's in the theme of a sports documentary. That's why it's called 80 for 80. So it's in that intensity. But we asked them, the idea is that they're just going to say whatever the fuck they want. Like, that's why I picked that demographic, and they do. And so it's dark at times, but it's really funny most of the time. And so we asked them some silly questions and some pretty, normal kind of what's the meaning of life, some like very cliche questions. But it was way different than I expected, really, for them to what they gave us. They tell some stories that you're like, what the hell? It's crazy. But I'm really excited about it. It's been a lot of work, and it was just so much different for me. Like, I did a lot of different stuff, and which is exciting and I'm proud of, but I'm very stressed out about it.
So everyone should go see it and make Monica not stressed. And it's November 18th at the Carco Theater in Renton.
Yes, and it is. And if you go to monicanevi.com/80 for 80, that'll take you to the tickets.
What time does it start?
It starts at 5:30. The doors open at 4:45, but that's because the people who are in it are invited to come, and some of them are. I don't know if all of them are going to make it, but we wanted to keep it a little bit earlier for them.
Yeah, that's right. When the Denny's senior discount
Yeah,
ends, I
well, and
think.
there's a Husky game that starts at 7:30, so you can still
You can
go
catch
and
that
see
game
that afterwards. Yeah.
I like that. Everyone go support Monica's 80 for 80. I'm very proud of her, and she worked really hard on it, and everyone should go. Not like me being proud of her matters, but I'm just telling my piece.
It does matter. I appreciate that,
So
buddy.
everyone go see it, watch it. 5 episodes? How long is each episode? Is it like a full length?
They're like 7 to 10 minutes. But
that's perfect.
we're not going to show all 5 at the thing. There'll be some behind the scenes, one full episode, maybe more.
If someone doesn't live in the Washington area, how are they going to watch it? Is it going to be on YouTube or something?
It'll be out when the full series is done, which is going to be a couple weeks, but it'll be out for online consumption. We're not sure where we're going to do it yet.
Okay, cool.
So we're working on that.
But we'll let you know when that comes out.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, this was a really great episode, Monica. And because the recorder's new, I don't know how to turn it off. So I just want to let you know that I think you have one last thing you want to say to listeners before we go.
Is it? Let me check my notes. Oh, yeah. I love you so much.
This has been a Potaholics Comedy Network presentation. Potaholics.com